Annually, schools throughout our district recognize a day of appreciation for the volunteers who tirelessly work with the students in our classrooms.
The volunteers live for this particular Appreciation Day because it's really what we're all about. We love these kids, and just hearing them say a big thank you is more than anything. It's not the flowers, it's not the cards, it's just seeing their faces and seeing that light go on in their eyes that makes this all worthwhile.
Thank you, Mr. Winkler, for helping me with math and my silly mistakes I made.
I am a career teacher, taught in high school and community college, and I miss it. And so I thought maybe there was something I could do. My wife, the same way, was a people person, and found there was probably reason to help at the lower level, the younger level teaching, and found that in fact that was true.
I'm an educator, although I was in the secondary level, but I had 4 kids, and I spent a ton of time as a volunteer mom, and so I know pretty much what these kids need help with, and with the mandates for teachers today, they don't have time to do sight words and math facts. So that's where the volunteers come in, to give them a little extra pair of hands to work with the kids that are not quite getting it. And so yeah, it's just, there's a need.
It's always fun to have people come up and say thank you to you when you're not expecting it, and here were these young folks walking up and just doing their very best to let you know how much they appreciated our being there. So yeah, this is really kind of icing on the cake.
We thank you for sharing the knowledge you have, as well as being great role models for our young people.
This is our 3rd week of the chick unit at Belleview-Santos Elementary with our PALS program. They should be hatching next week. This week we're getting the kids and the chicks ready.
Today's lesson was basically explaining to the kids, we've put eggs in incubators in their classrooms that are going to hatch. And so we wanted to go over like the proper procedures of how to take care of the chicks and make sure they're safe.
We should take them out of the incubator as soon as they hatch. Is that a do or a don't?
Don't. Who remembers why we don't do that?
Because it's wet.
Yep, because they're wet and gooey and they have to dry off. And we also talked about their chicken feed and what all nutrients and everything is in them, and we got to make our own chicken feed mixed with all different kinds of fun stuff that they got to eat today. Basically, we went over how some important nutrients for animals and people to grow big and strong are like your carbohydrates, your fats, sugars, proteins. So basically, we put in different fun things like pretzels for starches, candy corn for sugars, M&Ms for fats, and basically the hands-on part of it helped them understand what our food groups are, and it took a fun twist on it. When we made the list, we went over at the time about what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do, but they also get to use it as future reference. So whenever they do get to do their trips, they can review over the list each time to make sure they're safe and having fun and that the chicks are safe.
Next year, when you guys go to summer break and then you guys come back to school, we're going to start PALS again. Now, I won't be here though because I'll be graduated. But all my friends like Haley or Gage, my little friend that was in here before, they'll be coming back and coming to do more stuff with you guys in your other classes.
Today was our last PALS, and I actually got to pass our torch on to my assistant, which will be taking over when I graduate.
Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh, I'm about to fall over.
We understand that the virtual world is really wonderful for older kids, but for the elementary kids, some, especially our younger kids, need more face-to-face time with teachers. So as part of our virtual program, we offer the 4 core subjects and then the PE standards online.
Huh?
We kind of see that as a challenge that we want to overcome, and that's kind of what you're seeing behind me here. The state requires that the kids have the standards for PE, so they get that through Moodle online. But then, of course, we want to bring them in here and teach them how to kick a ball and watch them kick a ball and make sure they can do that. All right, it's your turn. Perfect. Yeah, great shot. We've been very lucky this year. We've written several grants, and Target and Dick's Sporting Goods have given us some money to kind of help facilitate that process. So as part of our enrichment time, we've brought the kids up, and our second time here that we're doing our little soccer program we have today. Not only do we do soccer, but we also want to promote our social skills for our students and other things, so we take field trips. Our next field trip is actually going to be hopefully to Orlando City to see them play, and we're kind of super excited about that and kind of having our soccer theme this year. If you're a big kid or you're any kid that wants to play with a regular size soccer ball, we're going to have a game going over here. If you still want to play with the bigger soccer ball, we're going to move you to the smaller field over here. This morning really is about promoting our standard, which is through the K5 they're kicking a ball, and then as they get to the 5th grade they're going to be kicking to a partner. But really this morning, because we do that all online and we're following that, and we're testing the kids regularly, following all the regular testing, this morning is really about having fun and bringing the kids together and building that social component. So it's a combination of those two things. Basically we try and take the best things out of virtual and merge that with the best things enrichment wise to give our students exactly what they need when they need it.
The 17th Annual Student Media Festival is officially a wrap, but you can watch it in its entirety on YouTube, as well as rebroadcasts on the Marion Education Channel. It re-airs Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. throughout the month of April. Here is the best of show video in the grades 3 through 5 division.
Attention Shady Hill students, as of today, recess has been canceled.
Guys, did you hear the news?
What news?
Recess is canceled!
No! We gotta do something about this.
These posters will do the trick.
Yeah, let's march with them.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We want recess! We want recess! We want recess! We want recess!
I think we should put these all over the school.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So then everybody can see them.
Yeah.
We interrupt your regular schedule to bring you this breaking news. This just in, our feed. This is just in. The principal has reinstated recess. This is fantastic news for Shady Hill students. Have fun and be safe. Owen signing off.
Recess is back.
Yeah, they must have really looked at our posters. The principal must have really listened to us.
Last Friday, our worst nightmare nearly came true. A former student brought a gun to Forest High School and fired, injuring one student. It could have been so much worse, but teachers, students, staff, and the school resource officer did a tremendous job controlling the situation. Our thoughts and prayers continue for those impacted, and as a show of support, we urge everyone to wear green this Friday and post pictures to social media with the hashtags Forest Friday or Go Green.